Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Crack AFO with Ramya. Today I'm recording this video, and in this video I'm going to talk about how to prepare for the IBPS AFO interview and how I prepared for it. And IBPS AFO, the interview carries 20 marks, right? Which are added to your final merit score and convert it into 100 marks, right? These 20 marks play a very major role, especially for the candidates who clear the mains cutoff by just 4 to 5 marks each. For them, the interview can completely change the result, right? So don't wait for the mains result. Start preparing from now, because once the result is announced, the interview date can be declared anytime, and during that time you will hardly have enough time for preparation due to documentation and mental pressure. And the first thing is, like, everyone has to understand the process of interview. In the interview, the panel does not judge you only on the basis of your knowledge and your answers. They mainly observe your attitude, your body language, your politeness and confidence, how you react and behave in a situation. See, because interview is not just about language, it is more about personality and presentation. See, because you already proved your technical knowledge in the mains, why they have to judge you again on by your technical knowledge? Now the interviewer checks your how you present yourself, which is the most important quality that every officer must have, right? And after that, you have to know key areas to prepare so that you can present yourself very well, right? So now I will discuss that key areas one by one. First one is personal part, which is about yourself. And the first and most important question is usually self introduction. See, all the aspirants who are attending the interview won't get this question, but the candidate who get the opportunity to introduce their self to the panel members, they have a steering in their hand, because it may give route map to the interviewer to ask you questions. So be aware about what you tell. Prepare your intro now itself. It should be simple, crisp, and it may include, like, you have to align it in a proper order. First about yourself, then family, then education, then locality, then experience if you work in any companies at past or present, and any specifications if you have. And like example from my introduction, like you can highlight some certain points regarding your locality and all, so that the interviewer can ask a question back to you from that part. Like an example, in my interview I highlight a point, like in my native place, I am from a village in West Godavari where oil palm cultivation is more. I didn't specify this is my village, I specified it as where oil palm cultivation is more. As soon as I mentioned that in my interview, I got a question about the organization, like what is the ICAR body situated in your area. I know that because I collect important points of that institute and oil palm cultivation, it varieties and all. So whatever you mention, be prepared to answer follow up questions. And the second part is graduation, college, region related questions. You must be prepared to answer questions about your college and the region where you studied. Example, here also I can give example from my interview, both mock and final interview. I mentioned in my interview that I graduated from Lovely Professional University, Punjab. So while I'm preparing for this exam, I can expect, I think that they may ask questions like this, because the first thing is I expected a question on farmers protest, which is most highlight thing in current news. And again stubble burning, which is a major problem of pollution in north, especially Delhi. And paddy wheat cropping system, which is very common there. And I think that they may also ask why you choose a private university in North India instead of studying in South India. I also prepared for that answer. And my chancellor of LPU was in MP. So I also expected a politic related question, which I actually received in my mock interview. So think from the interviewer's perspective and prepare accordingly. And the third part is family background, practical agriculture. Especially if your father is a farmer, you must know everything practically, because questions may include, like, how much land do you have, which crops are grown by your father, where it is used, Fertilizers or pesticides used by farmer to control pests. Which pests are more? Cost of cultivation and profit. Major problems faced by your father while doing farming, or major problems faced by your locality people in agriculture, and availability of soil health card in your region, and how much urea they are applying to this field, how much yield will come. This type of question you have to know the practice of cultivation of that certain crop which your father is growing or which is more in your locality. And they may also ask you this question: if your father is not using kisan credit card or soil health card, the question is like, if you are unable to convince your father to use soil health card and kcc, how you will deal with customers to take this product? So that you have to justify your answer here, right? You can't justify it on the point, so that prepare before only. And so don't think like a aspirant who is preparing to give interview, think like an interviewer who is taking interview. This is the best tip I can give for your preparation, because they check your practical knowledge, not bookish definitions, right? And fourth part is work experience and gap explanation. If you are working, explain what you are learned. If you have a gap year after graduation, justify it genuinely, like exam preparation, internships, certification courses, skill building, etc. etc. And don't mention fake certifications, because if they ask questions and you fail to answer, your entire interview may collapse, because they will think that you tell a lie to the panel, right? Which is a negative impact on your attitude, on your personality. So don't do like that. And fifth is technical and agriculture knowledge. Prepare basic concepts regarding agriculture, but first you have to know what is agriculture, and natural versus organic farming, how organic farming helping in climatic improve climatic conditions, general agriculture topics, major crops and varieties. And especially if you are an msc or phd student, most of your interview will go around your specification. So kindly prepare your concept of your thesis and all, and do not use bookish language, explain concept in your own words. And the seventh part is current affairs and government schemes. Study current events related to agriculture and banking which are recently in highlights. Here I can tell you three experience from my preparation. First point, I have an interview in 18th February, and in Feb 2 or 3rd, new union budget is announced, and I have my interview on first day. You know, not only me, most of my batchmates got at least one question related to budget, and few of the people interview is only on the union budget, not even any other topic, only 100% union budget. And in same February, repo and reverse repo rate is changed. I got the two questions in my final interview, which is what is repo rate and reverse repo rate. I answered to that, and after this I got a question that what is the previous figures. From this you have to find that figuring out the new figures is not important. From where it is updated is also important. And the third thing, at that recent time in AP, bird flu outbreak is there, which is common under current affairs, because current affairs means which is happening around us, which is happening in our surroundings. Because you are giving interview for AFO means which for banking, so agriculture and banking current affairs is very important. And you know, my friend got that question in her interview regarding this bird flu. Accordingly you have to update yourself. And last but not least, schemes related to agriculture is also very important, because you are going to join as an agriculture field officer where you are promoting the agriculture schemes, which is a primary role, right? So you must have an idea regarding this agriculture schemes. And eighth point is banking and AFO job role awareness. You may get questions like basic banking terminologies, because the interviewer know you are graduated in science field, and they also know you are not that much aware of this banking and all. But at least you have to know the basic things, because you have to do work in banking, at least you have to know basic things like ATM cards, type of accounts, debit, credit, lien, pledge, hypothecation, mortgage. Like these type of definitions you can study from any small YouTube channels by watching YouTube videos and all. And the next, you have to prepare answers for why do you want to join as an AFO, why not other jobs, why banking sector, why not other jobs, what is the role of an AFO. See, not only for this interview, if you are attending to any interview, first you have to know the roles and responsibilities of the job, and these questions can't be answered on the spot with proper justification. So prepare well in advance so that you can present it very well, right? And last but not least, which is very important, which is documentation, especially for reservation candidates and OBC candidates. You have to submit your non creamy layer certificate there, and that has a exact format, because in our like village sachivalayam offices, they will provide one OBC certificate which is not a caste certificate, it is a community certificate. You have to check that non creamy layer, because I took normal community certificate and faced issues at the time. uh, so check checklist and arrange everything before the interview day. And that's all about these key areas you have to cover. And coming to this video, I can give you some final tips and motivation. The first thing is, don't wait for mains result, start your preparation now, prepare confidently and consistently. And one more tip is, like, every year the people who completed their interview, they will share the questions in Telegram channel. So check those things, which will help you a lot, because I prepared by seeing those questions only. Those can give you a route map, which topics you have to cover, which areas you have to cover, which areas the interviewers are asking more, and which areas you are lack of knowledge. So you will get so many things from that. And watch interview experience and strategy videos of previous aspirants who cleared the exam, so that some strategies will work on you also. And if you want my interview experience, kindly comment in the comment box. Based on the comments, I will try to do that also. Not only this, if you want any videos related to interview, you can comment below. I will try my best to resolve all your queries. And but don't wait until unless mains result is declared. Start your preparation now. Try to practice your self introduction daily, at least once, in front of mirror or in front of your friends. And try to extract the questions from your self introduction by yourself and prepare answers by yourself. That's what I can tell for you. All the best, and thank you for watching. If you feel this information is needful to you, like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Bye bye, see you in the next video.